Guten Tag, ciao, and hello, it's Doctor with the list looking from the Assault on Endor 2022 Gold League. This video series will take a look at the list that placed top 2 in their pods and will be participating in the upper echelon of the Tabletop World Championship. We have PT106 here, and they were in pod 16 with where they finished second with 16 tournament points. That's 2 wins and a loss. The loss came to the pod leader. So all around solid performance here. Let's take a look at the list. So here we have a Motti list with Imperial II Star Destroyer as the flagship. Director Krennic, kind of a controversial, is it good, is it bad, coaster or gold type card. Gunnery Team, Early Warning System, Point Defense Ion Cannon, Spinal Armament. Next up we have a Venator II with Agent Kallus, Ordnance Experts, Reactive Gunnery, Flechette Torpedoes, Ordnance Pods, and linked Turbolaser towers. Then we have a Gozanti with Darth Vader, officer that is, and external racks on this Raider 1 class Corvette. And then we have another Gozanti with CommsNet. And that's all 5 activations, all 5 deployments. There is not a single point bid. So he is one of 6 squadless fleets here in the Gold League. One of the many 14 Imperial fleets, and then there's 13 400 point lists, and he is one of them. So overall, he's kind of par for the course in a lot of ways. 5 activations is also the mode there, with one of 12, but he is one of only 6 with 5 deployments. So that's kind of how he fits into the meta stats. Taking a look at the list itself, it's a lot of hull to get through. Motti helping out these Star Destroyers, especially. The Imperial II, probably. I don't think so. He's got Gunnery Team, so I don't think he's bringing Advanced Gunnery. I think it's probably Most Wanted. Yeah, this is second player objective there. And then the yellow and blue probably be anti-squadron shenanigans. Well, blue might be actually Solar Corona. I could see a case for that, or Volatile Deposits, one of those two. And then the yellow is probably Asteroid Tactics. So PT's probably played a lot of Asteroid Tactics, if I had to guess. Maybe it's Abandoned Mining Facility. That one's pretty risky. Not a whole lot of token support here, but so that's why I'd have to guess Asteroid Tactics. I like this Imperial II build. Spinal Armament helps a lot when against things like, what's it called, thermals. It makes the math less good for thermals, or at least more painful for thermals. Makes the opponent consider, okay, I'm not exactly having the dice. Do I want to use thermals, or do I want to try to save the brace? Krennic, I like. He's probably going to be keeping this Imperial II kind of slow, trailing behind the Venator, and with the EWS on the front hull. Probably just trying to turn as much as possible. I don't know where he is getting. I guess Krennic is probably getting the CommsNet token. Probably. I don't exactly know how he's feeling Krennic here. While maintaining EWS in a solid position. I'd like to see this to be electronic countermeasures. You only need to really use it once per game, especially with Motti and the sheer amount of hull he has. So I think but EWS does help with salvo, so maybe PT106 is seeing a lot of salvo in their meta. But I really like this flak boat. It's a very expensive flak boat, 124 points. But Squadrons won't stand a chance against this thing. Agent Kallus can get 2 to 3 procs on the same squadron with Ordnance Pods on it. And then the Flechette Torpedoes with Kallus is just like, haha, guess what? You know, I LTT'd Anakin to add blue dice and got that accuracy. Now here comes, you know, the Flechette Torpedoes. He's activated in your face. So this is pretty nasty, actually. And then it has the Reactive Gunnery slot there in the defensive retrofit. Oh my gosh, I blanked on that word. Defensive retrofit. uh, so probably, you know, flip out the contain while you have shields. You know, you're Motti, you got hull. So use those tokens offensively if you can. And then when you lose your shields, you know, redirect's now Reactive Gunnery. Darth Vader's useful. You know, you can throw Krennic away once the opponent's too close. Motti is less useful, but I guess Kallus is probably the first person is the guy to go. With the Venator needs to deal damage. No one to airlock here or choke out on the Raider. I'm not exactly sure what I guess the Raider's probably kind of just hurting sheep a bit. You know, sweeping behind can again throw a lot of dice at Squadrons. Yeah, overall I think it's a solid list. Like I said, probably not Advanced Gunnery. It's probably like Most Wanted or Ion Storm or something along those lines there from a Reddit perspective. It's probably Asteroid Tactics, and I would hazard a guess at either Volatile Deposits or Solar Corona for the blue. So overall, this is a good list. You know, my fleet won't really like it with this flagship here in the Venator. Oh, another option is fleet and being. You know, Motti can then preserve those defense tokens a little bit more. So that's another choice for yellow. But I think it would be Asteroid Tactics. You know, you can just get them back. So yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching this list. Looking for other videos, check out the playlist. Thank you very much for watching, and catch you next time.